The first EcoFuture Innovation Summit taking place from the 16th to the 19th of September in Secunda aims to be a pivotal event in promoting sustainable development and economic empowerment within South Africa. The summit is providing a platform for young entrepreneurs to engage with industry leaders, acquire essential insights, and obtain the necessary resources. For more on this, we are joined by Emmanuel Bonoko, the founder of Brandscapers Africa, and is also the event organizer. Emmanuel, thank you so much for your time and for joining us.
What a great honor to be here, Oscar.
No, it's an absolute pleasure. Thank you for coming through on this Saturday night. So you are arranging the summit. You've done many of them.
Absolutely.
Which are youth-focused. Your most recent one was focused in youth in mining.
Yes.
How different is this one that you're planning in Mpumalanga?
Sure. I think, first of all, we're quite blessed that we're working with some of the leading mining companies in South Africa.
Okay.
And we always get such a feedback from young people that, how do we tap in the mining space? How do we tap into the waste, management space, water technology? And, me and my team, we had to mobilize all the, clients or corporates that we work with, that how do we go back and uplift young people, but more on a practical scale, because young people, they come and attend such program, but there's no sustainability, there's no impact. And for us, most of the program that we do, we make sure that they're more practical. We are able to expose young people to opportunities. We are able to, come with cash investment, to be done, on the spot, So it was not easy to put such program, but so far we have done it, and we're able to quantify the impact. And also we always have an overflow of young people that come in numbers, But this one, we have 4 pillars. We're focusing on, energy, water technology, waste management, and sustainability.
And of course, this is the first one where you're focusing on all these sectors. You would generally just focus on 1 or 2 sectors. But what you're saying, which is very interesting in terms of these conferences and summits and expos and exhibitions that bring young people under one roof, is the practicality of it.
Yeah.
Because quite often they would come in there, people would speak to the young people.
Absolutely.
And not have conversations with them and really try to understand where their mindset is.
Yeah.
And they would leave not necessarily having to walk out with something tangible.
Yes. Over the years, part of our research, we've seen that most black SMEs, they are highly mentored. We are in so many programs, but we can't unlock funding, over the years, we've seen quite significant young people that have done their best, to start businesses, to go out, access the market. And I'm of the view that black young people are not lazy, and most of our programs, we make sure that how do we ensure to gather opportunities, practically so on the spot, And the one that we had Youth-Led in Mining Summit, we had an overflow of young people. And, it was quite successful based on the opportunities that were there, for a number of corporates and brands. And it's like, for you guys to come on the program, let's not make it about you, but let's make it about young people.
Right.
So even on the program, there's an integration of young people that are doing amazing work. And, we always see impact when program like this are done by young people for young people as well, right? So for us, it's about that. I'm an entrepreneur myself, and we know the big issue is funding. So if we're able to give young people funding and access to market, I believe by doing so, we're making such a great impact.
Many young people are very despondent now lately, especially in them going to school, acquiring any kind of qualification and not getting that job. How much of these summits really encourage these young people not to be going out looking for jobs, but to be able to create the jobs, especially in instances where you're able to provide funding?
Absolutely. The one that we'll be having, the good part is that we have the Deputy Minister of Small Medium Business, Major Sitole. And obviously post-election, I believe they want to do their best, to support young people. And we went to an office that we need you on board, to endorse the work that we do, especially on, communities that are, undeveloped. This one is in Secunda, where we still have a long way to go to empower young people. But also on the previous one, we had great mentors that also were able to absorb young people on the spot, especially young people that are looking for jobs within the mining space. They were able to be absorbed on the spot. So we try by all means to, do our best, to make an impact, and not only just to talk, but be able to integrate young people on the program, and also young people also to have a feedback, to have a voice, and I believe through collaboration, we can do more.
Is there any significance in terms of the location?
Yeah.
I know Mpumalanga is predominantly a mining province.
Yeah.
You held the previous summit in Mpumalanga, and I can imagine that the response there was very good.
Yeah, we have done a lot of these programs in Limpopo as well. with organizations like Exaro in Lepalale. But there's been such a big demand. And also within township, I mean, we have done an initiative called Back to Kasi, for the longest time, and there was such a big demand that how do you come into province like, Mpumalanga and also invite some of the mines, local mines, to partner and join voice with us. And we are blessed, like at the moment, we have corporates like, CCBSA. We work with an amazing lady. Her name is Tsulu Mkai. She's the, enterprise development and also, community developer. And they are so passionate about waste management as well. They do amazing program how to, preserve water as well. So we are always, trying to partner with other organizations that how are you able to bring opportunities, on the table and really help young people.
Are young people aware of the opportunities that are out there for them, especially in these different sectors? I'm sure in mine, in your time, we knew of IT and marketing and accounting. But now when we're speaking about wastewater treatment, is there enough education in young people being able to explore all of those sectors?
Lack of awareness. I think that's where also we are coming in. Part of the program also, we use it as a platform to create awareness and also to expose young people to, to these great opportunities. And also we are big around collaboration because we believe that, we can't only do this program alone. We need other integration, stakeholders to come on board, to support us. But I believe lack of awareness. But so far, I mean, we get a flood of emails. Young people have started businesses. Young people are looking for support. That's why I'm saying that young people are not lazy, young people are not entitled. I believe they just need someone that can just give them a hand up and invest on them. Do
you think enough is done within the schooling system to educate our young people in terms of what they can explore and the avenues they can go in, so that organizations like yourselves, when you do come in, you're coming in already with some kind of a base already set for people that are coming out of school?
Yeah, we still got a long way to go. To really start to embrace entrepreneurship and from a tender age, in terms of giving young people information, opportunities, and mentoring them. I mean, I look at myself, I had to start a business from the age of 18, straight from, from varsity, I went straight in business. But lucky enough, I had great mentors on my journey because you'll never do it alone.
Of course.
And so for me, I believe that if we can start earlier to mentor young people, to groom young people, to expose them to opportunities, definitely there can be a greater impact.
As an entrepreneur yourself, has there ever been a time where you thought, I'm giving up, I'm throwing in the towel, this is not for me, let me go look for a job?
Sure. For me, I'm blessed that I have great mentors. One of my mentors, her name is Mpumalanga. She's at Nespas now. They've done so much for me to be where I am today, So, and also I had to allow myself as a young person to be teachable. That despite, my qualification, how do I remain teachable? How do I remain humble? And by doing so, you open doors for yourself, for people to really support you, invest on you. So it's quite a tough journey, but I'm blessed that I work with such great young people that really support me because of, I lead from, a place of being vulnerable as a leader. I work with the young people like Raymond Masemule, a great young man that, really support my work. Zimvelo Ndlovu. I got such a dynamic young people that really believe in the work that I do. And even when I need a bit of support, I'm able to say, please support me as much as I'm a leader, but I can't do it alone. Absolutely, yeah.
What do you think many young entrepreneurs get wrong in that mentor-mentee relationship? Because I think sometimes we go into it and just expect to take. How much of it is you giving of yourself, of course your time as well? But what mistakes do you think we do along that relationship that you don't get the best out of it?
I think sometimes when we seek mentors, automatically we think you have arrived. You still need to work on yourself. You still need to be accountable, take responsibility for your own journey. And most of my mentors, I went to them already. I had 50% of the work, on the ground. If I'm looking for an endorsement or any support referral, there's need to be credibility in place, right? It doesn't mean that if you have a mentor now, you just need to relax. You still need to do your part. I spoke about teachability as well. And mentorship also is quite broad. It doesn't mean that when I mentor you, I need to meet with you daily. Online, you can watch clips online on YouTube. You can, read our books. And by doing so, also you are learning, right?
Of course.
Yeah, so I believe as much as you're seeking mentorship, you still need need to have a role to develop yourself, seek knowledge, and also just show them that, you're doing your best. Yeah.
So coming back to the summit, what are some of the challenges that you've experienced so far? Can't you imagine what a difficult task it must be to put together something of this magnitude and want it to be impactful in the way that you want it to be?
Sure. I mean, to get corporates to buy in, it's not easy.
That's a tough one, eh?
Because, we are from, advertising. We've got amazing clients that we work with and brands. But this one is more of us giving back to the community, right? I mean, it's free. Young people, they attend at no cost. Young people are able to exhibit at no cost. Young people also are able to pitch at no cost, right? Wow. So we're not making any profit. But obviously, we need corporate estate to jump on board. And CCBSA, the way like, we love what you are doing. How about we support you? Sasol as well. So it's not easy, but we see the hunger of young people. I'm a black young person from Kasi, and we're raised by single parents, our parents being domestic workers. Yeah. And they took us to school, to be where we are. So that's why I'm of the view that black young people are not lazy. They're just looking for opportunities. So young people are responding extremely well. It's only just corporate SA, but some, they're taking a gamble on us that let's see, the work that we are doing, and we believe going further, we are able to bring more opportunities to uplift young people. Yeah.
Speaking of partners, you also mentioned the Department of Small Business. How important is that collaboration between private and public sector, especially in making shifts within the entrepreneurship space in this way?
A very important one, because of sometimes, from looking at our government agency, they implement all these great programs without having the voice of young people. There's a lot of red tape, young people that don't have a voice. Young people, when they go and look for funding, they can't be helped, right? So for us, to have such, partnership, especially Majin to come on board, say, guys, I sent her a text and she was able to respond on the go. She was able to arrange a meeting with the entire team that let's support these young people, right? So having their voice and for them to really hear us out is such a bless. And also they're able to experience, some of the challenges that SMEs we are facing on the ground.
You keep repeating that young people are not lazy.
Yeah. What
are the misconceptions that you think exist, especially about young entrepreneurs?
Sure, there's a lot.
Yeah.
There was a time a young man, Skinny Socks,
yes.
He went viral looking for funding. And that time, we were all attacking him that, man, you don't want to be teachable. But it comes a time as a business, you grow, you have done your best, and you just need someone who can invest you. And black people, particularly entrepreneurs, black people, they can't unlock funding. Most of the corporates, when you look at people are getting funding, they're not people of our color.
And why is that so?
Maybe also they lack belief in us. And they think that, when they give us funding, some of us, our lifestyle is going to change. And not all of us, we have the same mentality. Some of us, we want to make an impact. We are creating jobs. And we have credibility in place, right? So a lack of funding is still a big issue. And also, I'm in a space, I collaborate with so many black SMEs, that have done extremely well. So many of them. I mean, people like Theo Baloyi, good friend of mine, I've seen him emerge to be where he is now, Skinny Socks, there's a many of them. And I believe that we have done our part, but we need hand up. We need people to invest in us. Not say we are entitled. We went to school to acquire qualifications. We got credibility. Our products are in need. We've been growing, we've been scaling. So, yeah, we do need support.
And what on the inverse, do you think there needs to be in terms of a culture shift mentally amongst young black entrepreneurs in order for them to be able to break these barriers?
Collaboration. For me to be where I am and what I've achieved over the years is because of so many black SMEs who were able to support me, give me hand up, to endorse me in corporates, so a lot of collaboration. And also some of this program that we do on the ground, we work with such amazing young people, young people that are just tired of talking, but they really want to make a shift and impact in their communities. And I believe that as, black SMEs, we can come together, definitely we can have a stronger voice. Yeah.
Earlier on, Newzroom Africa spoke to the Premier of the Mpumalanga province, and he stated that in order for that province to grow and for the economy in the province to grow, there needs to be a focus in the agriculture sector of the province. Are you looking in the future to maybe tap into having young people start their own, whether it's hydroponic farming or any type of agriculture agricultural activities?
Absolutely, absolutely. We want to do so much for young people. I'm always excited, when I get feedback from young people. I mean, from the mining summit, young people say, let's tap into waste, water technology. So those are some of the, line items that definitely in the next program we'll love to cover, and also to partner with those kind of corporates.
Of course.
Yeah.
Lastly, for any young person who then will be attending the summit, what advice would you have for them in terms of how they should experience the summit in order for them to walk out with the best experience and have the most efficient way of having experienced, whether it's the stalls or the speakers or everything else that's at display?
Be ready, be ready, be ready, and be prepared. I mean, some of the corporates that we have, I had to go and attend some summit and some program. I had my business plan in place. I had my profile. I had my credibility in place, So they must be ready as well and, and also willing to collaborate. One of my mentors, she always say, be able to grow with your peers. So as much as we have such a great lineup of speakers, also young people on the program, but also we need to collaborate amongst ourselves, network amongst ourselves, and also be ready to pitch and get some investment towards your business growth.
Yes, so they must have those elevator pitches ready on hand in case anybody's asking. Emmanuel, thank you so much for your time, but most importantly, for the wonderful work that you do, opening up those doors for young entrepreneurs. And I certainly do hope that they will come in and take the opportunity as much as they can.